It's about Punnet Squares, laws of probability, simple dominance. Let's remember what is this about. When we have a trait, there are two types of alleles or types of forms of a gene of the same trait. For example, here we have pea flowers. They're the ones that were used by Mendel in order to study inheritance. We have two types of flowers, the purple ones and the white ones. The information, the genetic information for the purple flowers is dominant over the genetic information for the white ones. We express this with capital letter for the dominant and lowercase letter for the recessive allele. So what happens in a genotype? Let's remember what is a genotype and what is the difference between genotype and phenotype. Genotype, remember that is the information that is in the genes, it's in the chromosomes. We have information coming from our mother and other information that comes from our father. And there are three types of genotypes, talking about simple dominant alleles. We have homozygous dominant when both alleles are dominant, homozygous recessive when both are recessive, and heterozygous when we have a mixture. The two alleles that are the ones that carry the individual's genes for a trait. On the other side, we have the phenotypes. The phenotypes are the physical characteristics that can be observed. In this case, in the case of the flowers, the purple color will be expressed when the genotypes are homozygous dominant and also when the genotypes are heterozygous, because purple is dominant over white. When we will see a white flower, it's only when we have an homozygous recessive. That means two lowercase f letters. If we have the Punnet square, what they do is to calculate the probabilities for the genotypes and also later for the phenotypes. For example, if we have two flowers here, one being homozygous dominant and one other being homozygous recessive, one purple and another pink, or I'm sorry, white, the resulting genotype, the probabilities for the resulting genotype will be, all of them will be heterozygous. Okay, because we combine one capital letter with another lowercase letter. So that will be the resulting probabilities for the genotype. All the possibilities are heterozygous. If we want to calculate the resulting probabilities for the phenotype, then we will see that all the flowers in the first generation will be purple. That's 100% probable, purple. Okay, this is a Punnet square. We can make another experiment with different options. For example, if we have a second generation and we cross the heterozygous purple flower with another heterozygous purple flower, when we want to calculate the probabilities for the genotype, we will have these results. 50% of the products will be heterozygous. 25% will be homozygous dominant. Another 25% will be homozygous recessive. And this is the 50% of the homozygous, of heterozygous. This is the genotype. Okay, in the other side, we have the probabilities for the phenotype. Remember that the phenotype is a visible characteristic. So if we want to see which colors of flowers we will have here, also we can express those with percents or probabilities. 75% of the probability will be purple and 25% will be white, because it's the only one that will be homozygous recessive, where the white color will be expressed. Okay.